Zion Williamson was today, I believe, a guest on Gil's Arena with Gilbert Arenas, Brandon Jennings, and others, right? And they right to it. Like they were talking about the discipline that it takes to actually keep a diet. And Zion Williamson kept it real. He opened up about the struggles that he's been facing as a basketball player, being young out there in this world, etc. This is the first time we've been able to hear from Zion Williamson ever since all of the bullshit that he's been a part of. So take a listen to what he had to say, then we're gonna react.
At your age?
Sheesh.
Be honest.
Since it's you, I'll be real. There are times when I will say that, man, that shit hard. It's hard, man. Like, you 20, 22, got a lot of money. It feel like all the money in the world, man. It is hard, but I'm at that point now where, because of certain things, I'm putting back, like, the wisdom around me, a bunch of, like, I don't want to say older because they take offense to it, but I'm just putting people around me with wisdom, put me on game to certain things, and just go from there. The thing is, just go back to, like I said, standing back there, man, it's just an invincibility trait. When you're young, you feel like can't nothing stop you, but then when you look back on your life, you really look at it like, man, the people who gave me wisdom, who like tried to nurture me, tell me, man, like, you don't need to do that, you know, you need to do this. They didn't try to force their way into your life. So at this point in my life, I'm just looking back at it like, man, who really gave me wisdom? Who really tried to put me on game to things? And like I said, man, at the end of the day, people gonna get their opinions. And what I can say is I do respect brutal honesty. I'd rather somebody be brutally honest with me than try to sugarcoat it, because at the end of the day, if they honest with me, I know what I need to do to fix it.
100%.
Yeah.
That's real. And
All right, so y'all heard Zion. I'm kind of conflicted with this one. Here's why. Because first of all, I respect and appreciate the fact that he's able to be held accountable, because I feel like this is a trait that a lot of NBA players just do not have, or great athletes. Is this ego that they have that will just provide them for taking accountability for anything. Like it's a lot of players that I know that would just get on there and just be like, yeah, man, you know what? Everything, the odds are stacked against me. Is this distraction here, this distraction there, so this is why I can keep a diet, whatever. But at the end of the day, my body, my choice, leave me alone. You know what players would say. Like the first thing I thought about was, for example, it's not the same situation at all. But when Ben Simmons, he was out there on the JJ Redick podcast, and they asked him about his time with the Sixers, and he kept just going out there and pointing the finger at everyone but his play. And I was like, bro, like, are you serious? You're not going to touch on the fact that you had 4 points or whatever. But yeah, let's not get off track, right? So I appreciate the fact that Zion is taking accountability and that he showed the willingness to actually get better, to improving, to focusing and everything. And after all of the bullshit that he's been to with Mariah Mills, I don't even know if she's still tweeting, but that girl was just out there tweeting for like 3 weeks or whatever. This is what he needs, man. Accountability, stability. He's saying that he's getting goats around him, wisdom around him, and everything. So, and even from a PR perspective, for his teammates, this is what we want to see. If Zion is going to go out there and talk. Now, the part that I dislike. Although Gilbert Arenas, if you watch the whole clip, he actually opened up about his own struggles at keeping the diet. I've never seen Gilbert Arenas out of shape, or out of shape to the degree of Zion Williamson, to the point it would actually cause injuries. It's a bunch of NBA players, and some players will. It's still unacceptable for the money that they're making, but some players, I'm thinking about the James Hardens of the world, the Joel Embiids of the world, the Luka Doncic of the world. Sometimes off season they'll come back to camp out of shape, slightly out of shape though. But nothing like Zion Williamson, when it's like the weight is actually an issue and he can't put his body in the best position to succeed, and it will pretty much get in the way of his success. So if all of these NBA players are able to do it, why can't you do it? As the number one overall pick, as one of the most talented players this game has ever seen, at that height, the size, the mobility that you have with the handles and the IQ, you can do so much for your team, and you out here pretty much taking it easy because, yeah, it's hard to keep a diet. It's hard when you have the money to be like, yeah, Like I understand, for example, the first time when you just came in the NBA to be like, all right, man, like I don't care what these guys be talking about. I'm an athlete, I train hard, so let me eat whatever I want, and I got this quote unquote invincibility trait that he mentioned, and now I can, still overcome the weight, and I'll play myself into shape. You do that once or twice or one season, worst case scenario. But after that, bro, like stop it. You've missed the whole season because of injuries, because your body can't hold up with all that weight you'll be putting on there, especially with your game. Then you came back, you were relatively healthy. I believe you played 60 games or something close to that in that second year. And now you double back, and last season he played 28 games, y'all. 28 games. He's missed over a full season already, and he's been drafted in 2019. So at that rate, I'm just glad that he's finally taking the steps, or at least he says so, towards being healthy and in shape, and damn near being professional, because this is a job for these guys. So you got to be able to play, ready to play. You get injured, it is what it is. But when you get injured because you're just out there eating, come on, Zion Williamson. So anyway, I wish Zion the best personally. I'm not out here hating. The simping, the Mariah Mills, just like everyone, I laughed at it when it came out. But now, it's time to get back to business, man. So, and the sky's the limit for this guy. So wishing and rooting for Zion Williamson. And you get in the comment section and give me your thoughts about this whole thing, Zion Williamson diet. And yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.